Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are almost ready to build our 6th holding in our capital, Axum here. We will build another castle once we have just a little bit more gold, and hopefully we don't get declared on by the Sultan of Egypt in the next couple of months, because that would be highly unfortunate, and just like this playthrough. Now I do want to fight Elodia, I want to beat these guys. I want to force their vassalization. I want a de jure claim on the entire kingdom of Elodia. The Monophysite heresy has appeared. Having Elodia on our side would be a big deal, but it's a bigger deal right now that we get this castle built. So we're going to do that first, for sure. We're at 5 out of 6 domain right now. Oh, hello. We've currently got a plague over here. It is measles. Question is, do we close the gates? Well, for sure I want to get this wealth up to where it needs to be. So, measles has indeed spread into our capital. I think we gotta shut the gates. Seal it. Okay, we'll get a new marshal. This should be somebody who is not a powerful vassal. Like this guy. Because we have that bug where marshals are joining factions. So, I think... do we replace our steward with this guy? Yeah, we absolutely do, actually. This guy's a better steward, and he's a powerful vassal. We'll put the Duke of Mercuria on our council. Excellent. Okay. And we should have enough to construct this castle very soon. The Duke of Berbera is requesting land, and I'm going to tell him no. That's not a thing. You've got all the land you're going to get. You want more land? Take it from the Sunnis. Not from us. Let's get that castle built. Excellent. So that's going to take 2 years to construct, right? Yep, 2 years. So that's fine. The princess is suffering from the current epidemic. Help her any way you can. Oh, a Monophysite revolt. Where is this? Over here? How do I get there? That is Monophysite. Do I have access to any fleets? I have access to 11 fleets. Which means I can carry how many units? I'm not sure. Let's raise our personal levies. We're going to take them over to Tadjura while we group up our navies. And hopefully, we'll be able to deal with this. If not, we may have to... load capacity of 1,200. That's pretty low. Pretty low indeed. Okay, that's going to war. Never mind. Go ahead and march all the way over here. They're losing troops. There's 3 holdings here in total. We can carry 1,200 troops. The question is, can we reinforce this quickly enough to not just lose our troops? I think we can, but we need to get over here ASAP. Well, we gained some prestige. That's fine. If we lose this, he takes this duchy from us, which we'd be able to holy war back. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll try this. We'll see if this works, and hopefully it does. Need to attach them to the transport, but we're going to need to split this in half. And then we're going to need to... Actually, I think we just group these back together. And then we need to organize a new unit here. We'll send one retinue. Actually, we'll do that. We need to have it be split up so that there's 1,200. So it would be something like, that's 1,300. I wish these had, like, total troop counts rather than these, like, breakdowns. That's 1098. That's 1,300. We need a small group. But I think all of these are too big. That's 1,700. 1,700. 1,000. Unfortunate. That's 1,300 there. We could drop that retinue, but that puts us at 1098. 1,316. I think we bring our retinues with here. No, I don't want to disband my retinues. That's 1,241. I'm pretty sure we can't embark this. Yeah, that's just 41 troops too many. Okay. I think we split it in half. And then we select this one. And we reorganize it to be like this. And we embark this army. And then we split this in half again. Actually, can we get that a little bit more even? Volvo 2. Oof. 575. Okay, it'll have to be this one that goes next. And we'll just have to keep trying to pour troops in. Okay. Why is our morale so low? Guys, why is our morale so low? Like, no, seriously, why did we start with no morale there? Okay. Embark. Reinforce. No, that was just stack wiped. That was just completely stack wiped. Our morale is so low, maybe because we're coming in via Navy? I think we just can't get there. I think there's nothing we can do. Because we just lost our retinues too, which is very bad. We're going to need to create a shock retinue. And then we can't create another one. So I guess the question is, does he get 100% war score just from sieging this? Because we just didn't have enough boats to get there. It was just bad luck, honestly, that it spawned on this island. Not a whole lot to be done there. We'll have to holy war it back later. This is a Monophysite uprising. We'll engage him in theological debate. We haven't managed to convert a single province back yet. So that's a thing. Okay, court chaplain. There we go. Okay, he's only at 44%. He's going to get ticking war score here. But maybe he tries to land out here. Like, maybe it has a relocation mechanic like in Europa. That would be nice. Do we still have measles outbroken here? Yeah, we do. Okay, he's sieging trade post now. Okay, bad investment. That's fine. It happens. We have a new heir. So he now fully occupies this. The question is, does he wait for ticking war score? Or does he come and attack elsewhere? Well, either way, there's not a whole lot we can do. We'll just have to holy war this back later when we have access to more boats. Because we can't even make castle shipyards yet. We don't have shipbuilding. At least not in the counties that need it. But hey, we can get Military Organization 3. And that's actually a huge deal. We can get that, and I believe that means that we can get a shock retinue again. Not quite. That's a retinue cap usage of 700. Okay. Well, we can probably build the training grounds to get us a retinue size increase. And that'll probably get us about where we need to be, right? Out of 2k, and we need 2.1k. But that will give us plus 450% from tech. Yeah, that's probably a thing that we should do. And I'm just going to let this sit for now. If he shows up elsewhere, he shows up elsewhere. Otherwise, we'll have to take it back later. We just didn't have the ships to deal with it. Gotta love the Monophysites. So we're currently making 15 gold per month. And this will be done on 21 March. So actually, our new castle is almost done. So I think the money that we've saved up will go definitely into our new castle, which is going to be done now. And the first thing I want to get here is Castle Walls 1. Excellent. Now that's not going to be contributing hardly anything for levy for right now. But later on, that will be quite a powerful levy indeed coming out of there. Similar to these other two castles. I do think I'm going to get training grounds here for retinue cap. And maybe a training grounds here as well, because those retinues are very, very powerful. Yeah, this is just ticking up. This guy is just going to get this from ticking war score. No boats. Nothing we can do about it. Luckily, that's our only island, so that's okay. What do we got for levies at this point? 5.36. That's actually reasonably powerful. And it's going to continue going up as well. I definitely do want to get training grounds here and just keep upgrading these. However, our top priority is getting income out of Rama. That is definitely #1 priority, so that then we can start putting that money to other uses. So we're still quite a ways away from getting castle walls built here. Training grounds, we need 285 gold, so about 100 more. We're making a fair amount. We can actually open the gates, and we should do that. Gates are now open. Fantastic. We've got that going on. Yep, that's expected. This guy's Monophysite, though, so we'll be able to fight him later. But currently, that's not a thing. Once his event troops go away, then... because all of his troops are event troops. Once that goes away, then we should be okay. Oh, we're developing camp fever, according to our doctor, huh? Stargaze. And it worked! Stargazing beats camp fever. Only in Crusader Kings. Okay, how long on that training ground? Still a very long time. However, morale of armies plus 10%, levy reinforcement rate plus 10%, and 20 retinue size is very strong. So that's good. Light infantry attack of 15% from the Ethiopian drilling grounds as well. Like, we definitely want to get our personal holdings upgraded. That is definitely the top priority. However, we don't quite have enough for that training grounds in Edgarat. And our castle walls are finishing up in Rama. So we're going to want to get Castle Town next, for sure. Unless we can get a second level of castle walls already. We no longer have abdominal pain, so that's great. Okay, we can indeed get a second round of castle walls, and that's what we're going to do first. It's nice and cheap, and it increases our income. That's the important thing right now. And that means that we're going to be able to get this training grounds upgrading relatively soon. These keeps are definitely going to be a big deal for us, so 15% levy size increase, but they're also very expensive. But we just need to continue pouring resources into these 3 castles. This is the core of our power. And the more power we get here, the better off we will be for all time. So this investment will eventually pay off. When does this training grounds finish? Not for another year, almost. Okay, that's fine. We currently have a total levy cap on our new castle of 353, so that's not a lot of troops for the 1,000 gold that we invested in it, right? But it's also making us money. A fair amount of money, actually. We're getting 9.1 tax out of it, so that's great. And we can get this training grounds built, and so we shall. March 840. Okay, so the next thing that we save up for is getting our retinue back to where it was, for sure. Which costs about 100 gold. That's really not bad, considering we're currently making 16.76 per month while reinforcing. I'm pretty happy about that. So let's get this training grounds done. The peasants in Masawa spend a long time on the road in order to meet with the priest, so your patriarch claims. He suggested it would be in your interest to construct local shrines, in that way the peasants would not have to travel far in order to worship. 23 gold for monthly piety, 25 piety, and prosperity increase. I will do it for the prosperity increase. That's a very big deal. Excellent. So this will be done very soon now, only about 3 months. There's not enough gold in your pockets to buy my land. That is never worthwhile. We can get a city upgrade. I'm not too interested in that, though. I think that's going to passively go up. Noble customs would be a great thing to do. That's just free opinion with our vassals. So that's a thing that we're definitely going to do. And then the question is, do we go for shipbuilding, or do we save up for another rank of castle infrastructure or improved keeps? I think castle infrastructure is the better one, given those two options. Our training grounds are going to be finishing up in just a couple of days. So hopefully I've calculated this correctly. We're about to find out. I did indeed. Fantastic. We'll get a shock retinue in there. And we are good to go. Fantastic. So, what do we do next? Well, we continue pouring money into the barony of Rama. Next, we're going to want to get a castle town. Tax income +2. That's a huge deal. This, of course, is an annual number, but regardless, that's going to be a big, big deal. We're currently making about 17 per month, but we are reinforcing our retinue pretty quickly, 7 soldiers per month. So a fair amount of our money is going to that. In fact, that's where all of those 2.62 expenses are going. But the very next thing that we get here is definitely Castletown. This will bring this up to what? Maybe like 375 tops in terms of levy. It's not going to be very much. 360. Okay, fair enough. That's close enough. So that puts us up over 17 per month, which is great. I'm very, very happy about our income levels right now. But we definitely want to get this Castletown built and upgraded as far as we can, which is currently level 2. That said, we can build Castletown level 3 in these locations. Now, I'm not going to do that yet, but that's our next priority, I think, beyond these training grounds, because we can get Castletown's upgraded, and that's going to be a big deal. But I want to get the cheapest Castletown upgrades first, because all of them are the same. They're all +2. So, this will pay for itself faster. 142.9. We are just about there, and we are there. Excellent. Now we need additional money. We're at 2.1k retinue cap. That's fine. We're reinforcing 7 soldiers a month, and it is currently costing us 2.62 gold per month. We could pass a law. I don't think our council is into us passing a council law. They'd actually let us pass medium centralization, though, and I'm going to do it. Now, the marshal is being a bit of a jerk. We'll get rid of him, and we'll put in a new marshal. I want somebody who would be halfway decent. This guy's going to be a likely zealot. That's okay. I think we've got the votes, right? Yeah, we've already got the votes here. So that's good. Fantastic. Well, we're getting more and more powerful all the time. This guy's concerned about his non-inheriting sons. I can't give out land to anyone who asks. Get out of here. That is not going to be a thing, thank you very much. Medium centralization. Fantastic. That puts us at 6 of 7 domain. However, we should consider that at least 2 of those is our stewardship bonus. Oh, we just gained 44 gold. Fantastic. I'll happily take that. And our vassals are kind of happy. Actually, they're largely happy. There's a couple of them that are unhappy. This guy's a heretic. Would he convert? No. I mean, he's a tribal barbarian. Our vassals wouldn't object. The council votes yes. We'll deal with this apostate in a moment. I think we go ahead and revoke this guy's chiefdom. Okay, hopefully he'll accept it. The High Chiefess of Damat is apparently an apostate. We could gain 10 piety. And no one would care. So that's what we do. We gotta get rid of these apostates anyway, so... Okay, he let us take this, so that's fine. He's not ready for a stone hill fort? He doesn't have castle infrastructure, okay. Well, let's go ahead and make a holy man here. And we will grant him the County of Gezira, including lower titles. The council votes yes. Fantastic. So now we have this guy who is not a Monophysite. That tends to help. This Castletown is still a ways away from being built, so we need to be spending all of the money that we can right now on Castletown upgrades in our capital. I don't think the tech has spread out here yet. No, it would appear it indeed has not. There's a landslide in Axum. Suffering terribly from the heavy downpour, now a heavy landslide has swept through the heart of the province, taking people and even buildings with it. The atmosphere is... Oh, hello. Okay, there we go. The atmosphere is somber when my council presents me with our options. That's a lot of gold. We would lose some people. We gotta save the building. Or rather, save the people. What building gets destroyed? In Hausen? Okay, we actually don't care about that. Well, we'll be running a deficit for a little bit. But this is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to get out of debt and then continue putting money into getting more money. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.